All right, so let's get into the top 5 NBA players at each position.
Okay. All right. Let's start with point guard. 1.
I
I got Magic.
also have Magic.
I think Magic's overrated, but he's still the best point guard ever, in my opinion.
Wow, he's overrated, and he's the best player ever
No,
at
best
his
point
position.
guard ever.
At his position.
Yeah, no, but people talk about him like he's the 4th best all time. He's not that for me. He's like 9th for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's top 10.
Yeah. It's just he wasn't that great of a scorer and he wasn't that great of a defender, but the rest about him is perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah. Number 2, I got. I think I'm gonna go Curry. Honestly.
Yeah. He's on my list too, but he's not. He's not number 2.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough. I don't like going old players like Oscar Robertson high, because like
that's why I put it number 2.
yeah, I figured because he's so good, but like it's tough to judge because like Will averaged 50 in that era, so you know. But what else can I say? One of the greatest shooters ever, one of the greatest dribblers ever. So yeah,
he's changed the game
for sure. Wait, who you got for 3?
I got Oscar Robinson.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that 2?
Yeah, that's 2.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I probably could have switched him.
Didn't he average the first triple-double for a season?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
Different breed on history. The Bucks.
Yeah. Who's your 3?
I got Stockton.
I
think he's underrated, man. 3,000 assists above the next. He's gonna probably have the assist... Or no, he's probably gonna have the steals record, too, for a long, long time. The only person close to that's active is Chris Paul. And yeah, he fits in perfectly, and he had Malone to compliment him, so yeah. Only not because he didn't win a championship, so.
Yeah. I got Jerry West at 3. You know.
Yeah,
the logo. The NBA. He won Finals MVP when his team lost.
Yeah, but he doesn't have... Wait, does he even have a championship?
I think he does.
How many championships? I feel like he could have like 5, and I'm just like tripping. I know he's won MVP. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Does Jerry West have a championship?
I think he has. He has 1 NBA championship in 1972.
Okay, does he have a MVP?
He is a 1-time MVP and a 14-time All-Star.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing: at 3, he's a 1-time MVP. That's better than Stockton, and he has 1 ring. That's better than Stockton. But the competition again. He's playing in what year did he play? Like the 70s?
The 70s, the 60s.
Yeah, and the game's like if you've seen him play, you can't turn your wrist when you dribble. So like, it was almost like they're playing like how like 10th graders play nowadays.
Yeah,
it's just the game's changed so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, I keep thinking going downward. Yeah, number 4. I got Oscar Robertson. What can I say? First triple-double ever. A lot of NBA greats respect him, put him high on their list, so can't go wrong with that.
I got John Stockton.
You
know.
Wow, Curry at 5?
I got Curry at 5, yeah.
Dang.
Okay. I don't like Steph Curry.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's the whole reason he's at number 5.
I didn't like him, but now that Durant left him, I still don't like him. I just don't mind him anymore. Now that they're not like a
once they stopped winning all the time, I didn't mind them as much.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the logo for my number 5 spot. Actually, wait. I'm gonna go Chris Paul actually at the 5. Yeah,
It's hard to put NBA players that are still playing on your list.
Yeah, but like, okay, he's old. He's like 34 for one.
Yeah.
And prime CP3, it was something to
Pretty
get
good.
messed with. Then he dunked over Dwight Howard. He's like 6'1", right?
Yeah, I think he might be. Yeah, he's about 6 foot.
Yeah, and he leads the league. He's carrying this Thunder team, and he leads the league in clutch scoring. One of the clutchest players in recent memory. It just doesn't seem like it because, he never made it to the finals. But yeah, that's a major knock on him. But he's such a great player.
Yeah. All right, moving on to shooting guards. Maybe we should
wow.
start at 5 and then go to 1.
Yeah, that's good. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Suspenseful.
Let me get my shooting guard. Here, you go first.
All right, I got number 5. I got James Harden.
James Harden. 5. Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, his defense is terrible, but
okay, he got better, but
he did get better.
His
But that
steal
doesn't mean
stats,
he's good.
his steal stats, like they're over. Like he's like one of the best in the league at steals. That does not mean you're a good defender.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times it does, but sometimes it does not. Number 5, I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with. This is tough. I think I'm gonna go with George Gervin. Played for the Spurs. He was an old player, but he was a bucket, straight up bucket. I think he averaged 35 for a season, and straight up bucket, easy. Oh, kind of touched on Tracy McGrady because if he didn't get injured, dude would have been top 5 all time.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think so. I think he was better than Kobe when he was healthy.
Yeah, he averaged 32 when he was like 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, I hate to switch now, but yeah, I'm gonna go James Harden at 5. But yeah, we already covered him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What a good pick. Where'd you ever get that from?
Yeah, I kind of traveled over to Ohio and stole your pick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I got John Havlicek.
Havlicek, really?
Yeah.
He's not anywhere on my list, but
he's a Buckeye, so he has to be on the list.
I know, and I knew you were gonna say that.
I almost put Greg Oden in the centers. So.
Okay, no disrespect to Oden though, because he was a monster if he stayed healthy.
Yeah, but he was never healthy though.
Yeah, he got injured like every second. Number 4 for me, I got AI.
Oh man, I completely forgot about AI.
Yeah, so you put. Wait, who did you pick again?
John Havlicek.
You put Havlicek over AI? How? Dude averaged 33 for a season.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to make some changes in my list, actually.
Okay, yeah, dude. And he inspired a lot of players, so, like, you can't go wrong with AI. Really.
All right, so
one of the greatest ball handlers ever.
Right now, 5 is going to be John Havlicek. My 4 is D Wade.
Okay, yeah, my 3 is D Wade, but he had one of the greatest finals performances ever. Yeah, in 2006, he averaged like 35, 5 and 5. It was ridiculous, and he has 3 rings. Yeah, he played with LeBron and Bosh for 2 of those, but such a great player. Yeah, he averaged 22, 5 and 5 for his career with 1.5 steals. He was a great defender. The Flash is just yeah. He's just all that.
I got AI at 3. Now that I remember him.
He has no rings though.
Yeah, but I mean that game against the Lakers to take that one game in the finals when he had no one on the roster.
Did he take one game? Wait, I thought they got swept.
No, they didn't. They took one game. That was the Lakers' only
Are
loss.
you kidding me? You're taking one game instead of 3 rings over D Wade?
Well, he was also like a all-star and MVP and
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah. I guess AI was MVP and Wade wasn't.
I would rather have AI on my team than D Wade.
I won because Wade's a better defender and he's like 4 inches taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible for what he's done. He's like 5'11". So
I think our
yeah,
last two have to be the same.
I got Michael Jordan at 2. No, I'm joking. Mr. Black Mamba at number 2.
Same.
25, 5-5 for his career. It got kind of I wouldn't say trashy at the end of his career, but he didn't play like Kobe at the end of his career. He was super inefficient in his like final 5 years.
Well, he lost a lot of good teammates, so
True.
I mean,
But yeah, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
yeah.
Great player, greatest mentality ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Number 2, or number 1, the second greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan,
Michael
comes
Jordan.
in 36-5 with 2.3 steals for his career. Highest box score in NBA history with 8.1. And the next on the list is LeBron. He's like 2 below that. Nothing else. Air Jordan. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
5 MVPs, 6 rings.
I think everyone could have
13
expected
years.
that we were picking Jordan at number 1 for shooting guards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's move on to small forward.
mm-hmm.
Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Kevin Durant.
At 5?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he's 7 foot. I mean, he's kind of skinny, but
one of the
his
greatest
jump
scorers
shots,
ever.
Yeah.
His jump shot is pure.
Shots,
Played with him in
yeah.
2K. I slaughtered you.
No, you didn't. That was not true.
He had 4 misses with 45 points.
Yeah, but I was playing as Tim Duncan, and I destroyed you.
You won an OT. All right. Number 5 for me, I gotta go with Elgin Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's a bucket. 27, 13.5 force. I wouldn't say a bucket because he was more of like a pound and ground kind of guy, not more of a shooter. But yeah, great player. I think he has 4 rings. I'm actually not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, my number 4.
In one season, he had 38 and 19. So
Wow.
Elgin Baylor for you.
Yeah. I got Scottie Pippen at 4. Mostly because of the rings.
Wait, so who? Okay, yeah. I was trying to figure out the rest of your 3, but if it's not in the order that I think, then we're gonna have a problem. Scottie Pippen, he was good. I think he's kind of. He was great. He was a really good complementary player to Jordan.
Yeah,
great defender.
Sure.
Didn't need to take that many shots. But he could still carry a team on his own if he needed to.
Yeah, without him, the Bulls probably wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
3 in a row.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Because Jordan got lost every time in the first round without him. So yeah, I mean Jordan needed Pippen.
Yeah.
He was probably not my number 6. Number 4 or number 3, right?
3. Yeah, 3.
No, I didn't say my number 4, did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I got Dr. J coming in at number 4. Pretty much popularized the dunk. First guy to dunk from the free throw line. Came in from the ABA. He averaged 29, 12, and 5. So with 2.5 steals and 2 blocks. Great defensive player. Sixers legend. And he won MVP. So yeah, it's hard not to put him on the greatest small forwards ever. All right, who you got?
At number 3,
At 3.
I got Julius Erving.
Yep.
So
Dr. J.
Yep.
Same reasons, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Number 3. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna go with Durant because I think
Wow.
Durant, if he was put in Bird's shoes, could have done the same things because one of the greatest scorers ever. He's super lengthy. Great shooter. Great great plus minus. Um, only knock on him is he couldn't get it done at OKC, but he didn't have a lot of shooters around him. He did have Prime Russ, which, well, I guess he didn't have Prime because Prime was his MVP year, but
Yeah.
he had really good Russ and Serge Ibaka, Tapo Sofalosa, James
James
Harden, people
Harden.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was going against the Heat, though, so I'll give him a pass. But he
Yeah.
did choke that 3-1 against the Warriors. Weakest move
Yeah.
ever.
And then he joined them.
Yeah, that's
That's
the weakest move ever.
yeah.
Who you got at 2?
Number 2, I got Larry Bird.
What
I
a
mean,
shocker.
yeah.
Dang.
I didn't think most people don't have him on the top 5 list, but
What?
you know, I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's
Oh
definitely
yeah.
a crazy pick.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with the greatest white guy ever, Brian Scalabrine at 2. Just a bucket. No, I actually played with Scalabrine in 2K, and he made like 8 threes.
Of course he is.
He's a bucket.
Yeah.
Bird at 2. Great defender, super clutch, 24 and 10 for his career. Yeah, and he wasn't that athletic. Great plus minus, but he won. He
I
won
think
3
Larry Bird was
championships.
kind of a boring player to watch, but he
I
was
mean,
good.
but he had those shots like over the backboard, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I get, yeah, because he couldn't really dunk or anything. I mean, he could dunk because he's like what 6'8", but
Yeah.
Men's does not have bunnies. He's working with what he got.
Yeah.
Number 1.
This is a tough pick.
Yeah,
I
this is
mean,
a
it's
real
really hard.
shocker.
LeBron.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the the goat, LeBron James. What else do I need to say? 27, 7, 7.
I mean, he's still like
Okay. All right, I need to
he's
touch
still
on
the best player in the league when he's like
yeah,
36.
yeah. He's 35, and
35.
Giannis will probably win MVP this year, but he had an MVP like season.
Mm-hmm.
But LeBron, okay, he's 3-6 in the finals. His finals were so much harder than Jordan's, in my opinion. 73-9 Warriors. He beat them. And then they got Durant for 2 of those years, so that's 2. And then he
Yeah.
had against the Warriors when his second best player in his team was Delly. Matthew Dellavedova. No disrespect, he kind of clamped Curry that series though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he almost won that series. They lost in 6, but he put up godly numbers. In 2018, he carried that Cavs team, which was like the trashiest team I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
They had like George Hill running point guard. He wasn't bad. He's a good backup point guard, but not for a championship team. And
then he also carried a
all right, the Mavs
Anderson
loss
Varejao.
was not good. Yeah, that like 09
Yeah.
teing where they lost in the finals
Oh, what was
against
that?
Dwight and the Magic.
Was that his second year in the league?
No. I think it was his 4th or 3rd year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess it was quicker than I thought. But yeah, I think he lost to Dwight and the Magic, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. Okay, the Mavs loss. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason he's been in like the last 10 or so finals.
9
before,
finals, yeah. Before he
year.
left the playoffs, yeah. But no, okay, that Mavs team was really good. And people just act like they aren't because they want to beef on LeBron. Like they swept shoot, I forgot who they swept. They beat the Thunder, OKC Thunder. They beat Kobe Bryant. I'm pretty sure they beat the Spurs too. So that team.
Well, they probably would have had to. Yeah.
Yeah, and that team beat really quality teams to get to that point. Plus, they had great role players to go along with Dirk, like Sean Marion. The Matrix, greatest jump shot ever. Jason Terry, who kind of clamps on defense sometimes. Except for when we won't get into that. Also guys like uh, okay, JJ Barea is not that bad. He's 5'10", but the short
I feel
king's
like
out
JJ
there.
Barea is better as he got older.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that Mavs team was good.
Yeah.
Okay, power forward. This one's kind of easy for me, to be honest.
This one was hard for me.
Okay, after the first one, it gets kind of tough to rank them, to be honest, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Because the top one is unanimous, in my opinion. Okay, number 5. Dang, this is tough. I'm gonna go with Chuck Barkley. Charles.
He's my number 6.
Wait, so who would
Uh,
you?
I put Kevin Garnett ahead of Barkley.
Yeah, but who else would? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm like confused now. Like, who did you put? Okay, all right, yeah. I have all right. Barkley extremely undersized for the power forward position is like 6'6". But they had to make a new rule that you couldn't back down players for longer than 3 seconds in the paint because that's what Barkley would do. He
Mhm.
won league MVP one time. Lost in the finals. Not the most glamorous career, for accolades, but he's one of those guys that just the talent was there. So yeah.
Yeah.
You got Garnett at 5.
I got Garnett at 5. I just like Garnett. I'm not a huge fan of Charles Barkley. I think he could have worked harder. Um,
Yeah, but you gotta remember he's 6'6", so
well, yeah, but like, you know, if he would have had like Kobe's worth ethic, he could have been like astronomically better.
yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he did have like one of the lowest 3-point percentages ever for like a guy who took like 200 shots. So yeah. um, Number 4, I got Garnett.
Hmm.
Um, he has one ring, no Finals MVP. That kind of hurt him, but that '08 Celtics team was stacked, so I don't blame him. One MVP with the Timberwolves, '04. He was really the only reason the Timberwolves were relevant. They had Sam Cassell. That was it. Their team was trash.
Yeah.
The problem with Garnett is he lost so many times in the first round. It's unreal. He lost like 8 straight years in the first round.
Hmm.
I can't put a guy that high that has 8 straight losses in the first round.
Yeah.
Even though the Wolves, they did not give him any help at all.
No, the Wolves aren't good at adding players around a star. They're just good at drafting one star and then
Yeah.
wasting their first half of their career.
Yeah. Who you got at 3 or 4?
I got David Robinson.
He's a center.
He's a power forward.
David Robinson's a center.
No, he's a power forward.
You want to bet?
Yeah, I will bet.
Because in '97, Tim Duncan and David Robinson were in the starting lineup. So how do you figure?
One of them can move a position.
I'm positive he's a center. He's 7'1". Yeah.
All right, he's a center. All right, fine. Then Chuck's in the.
Just move everyone down. Okay.
Yeah, well, Garnett's number 4 and Chuck's at 5.
Okay. Number 3. It gets kind of tough here. I don't know who to pick. I'm gonna go with Dirk.
That's my number 3 too.
As much as I hate Karl Malone as a person, second
Yeah.
most points ever. He's the oldest to ever win MVP. But about Dirk, he's won MVP, most impressive finals ring ever. Yeah, he's been so consistent. One of the greatest shooting big men ever. One of the few in the 30,000 club.
Yeah. He's one of my
Probably
favorite players ever.
Probably the second greatest foreign player ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Who's your number 2?
2, the mailman, Karl Malone.
Mm.
36,000 points. No
I think we have the
MVPs though.
same top 3.
So the whole list, because you were an idiot and put David Robinson.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Wait.
So we had the exact same list.
Yeah. Greatest power forward, Tim Duncan at 2. Well, Karl Malone has 2 MVPs though, and I'll give him respect for that. No rings though. Yeah, he lost in the 04 season with the Lakers. That stacked Lakers team again, a really good Pistons team, but you got to step it up. Even I don't care how old you are.
Didn't he play on the Lakers with?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 04 season.
Oh.
Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, Shaq.
Right.
They lost to the 04 Pistons, who were a good, really good defensive team, but come on, you have Kobe and Shaq too.
Yeah.
Number 1, Mr. Fundamental, Timothy Duncan out of Wake Forest. 5 championships, 3 Finals MVPs, 2 rings. One of the greatest defenders ever.
He spent his whole career at the Spurs, right?
Yeah. And he had no technical foul. He never caused any trouble for the Spurs. Yeah, I mean, people kind of he's probably the most boring player to ever watch, to be honest. But
yeah,
you can't. It's undeniably the talent's there. So
yeah, he's a great power forward.
yeah. Moving on to center. All right, centers is the hardest for me.
Well, I have a new person to add in now. I got David Robinson. So I got.
You have David Robinson in your top 5?
Maybe.
I think he'd be 7 for me. Okay. All right, mine might be a little controversial. All right, coming in at 5. I'm gonna go. Dang. Okay. All right, I want you to hear me out. All right, I got Wilt at 5.
Whoa.
Might be a little low. Yeah. Okay, his stats are off the chart. I'll give him that. There's 8 teams in the league. All right, and he has 2 rings. How?
Wow.
If he's scoring that much points, and he only has 2 rings, and one of those rings he had Moses Malone on his team. How? That means he really wasn't that good. Plus, he's playing against guys who were okay, yeah, he was 7'1" and had 48 invert, but he's playing against tons of white dudes and tons of unathletic people. So, no, he didn't win that much.
I guess if you were talking about present day, Wilt
I think it'd still be
wouldn't
good
top 5.
present day.
He wouldn't be top 5 though.
I think he would. I mean, actually, I don't know because the game's changed a lot, so it's more about spacing and flooring. And Wilt couldn't.
Be a good center.
Wilt shot 50% from the free throw line, so the dude could not shoot.
No.
But I don't know. It's always skeptical to see how good he'll be. Today. Who you got at 5?
I got Hakeem Olajuwon.
No, he's too low. He's too low. Okay.
I mean,
I'll touch on him when I get there with mine. All right.
Wow, you have him higher than that?
I have a lot higher than that.
Well, I guess if you have a Will at 5, anything could be on your list.
Okay, number 4, Bill Russell,
Same.
11 rings. That's it. And one of
11
the greatest defensive
rings.
players ever.
I went to what, 11 rings in 13 years.
13 years, yeah. It's
Yeah.
insane. I mean, yeah, there's 8 teams in the league, but I don't care. It's 11 rings, so.
Yeah.
3, the Diesel, Shaq.
Same.
Coming in at 3.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Shaq, but because again, with he's kind of like Charles Barkley. If he would have had a better work ethic, he could have
Yeah.
been the best.
Yeah, he, okay, but people always say that he put in work, just not nearly as much as other NBA players.
Yeah.
Like, he always had a new post move to go to. He had that baby hook, which was kind of impossible to guard. Yeah, and he put on a lot of weight when he went to, like, the, Suns. It just became horrible. And he started going downhill when he went to the Suns.
Yeah. Well,
He was still good on the Heat, and, he would be higher, but when you have Penny Hardaway for that many years, and you don't win a ring. Okay, yeah, Penny Hardaway was hurt a lot, but you gotta win one.
mm,
Yeah, but Kobe and Shaq, greatest duo ever, easy.
yeah. I mean, just think if Shaq had Kobe's work ethic at the same time
he'd be the
playing
greatest
with
player
Kobe.
ever, 100%.
Yeah,
Dude would
for
be
sure.
a monster. Most dominant player ever in his prime. Yeah. All right, number 2. Who you got it to?
I got Will Chamberlain, like everybody else on the face of the earth.
No one has him that high. Actually,
Yeah.
a lot of people do, but okay.
A lot of people have him that high, Colton.
His
I mean, 100
his
points in one
stats are
game.
100 points in one game, but how many rings does he have? 2?
2.
2.
That's more than most people.
There's 8 teams in the league. And in one of those rings, he had Moses Malone on his team. That's basically like you remember when like LaMelo dropped, or no, you remember when Devin Booker dropped 70 points in a game and still lost?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. He's dropping tons of points, but he's not winning the championship. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
Okay, so if he's like the best player ever, but he doesn't win a championship, he's not the best player ever?
Yes, obviously. If you don't win a championship, you can never be considered the greatest player ever. All right, and this is where it gets controversial. Kareem at 2.
What?
Kareem at 2. All right, let me explain myself. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Kareem has 5 rings. All right. He played with one of the greatest point guard ever, Magic Johnson, his entire career. He didn't get it done. He didn't get any rings with the Bucks. He didn't play that long. He played like 5 seasons with them, but he didn't do anything with them. Is my point. He had the greatest point guard ever his entire career, and won 5 rings. I'll respect that, but greatest college player ever. I'll give him that too, but when you have the greatest player ever, a point guard ever on your team, some of those rings have to be discounted. That means you're pretty much like Bird. Okay, Bird had Kevin McHale, but he wasn't anywhere near as good as a supporting cast as Kareem had. And Kareem, I'm pretty sure Kareem actually played with Sidney Moncrief on the Bucks. So, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't get it.
And then number 1, Hakeem Olajuwon, the greatest foreign player ever. And here, let me explain myself again.
Yeah.
All right,
Hakeem.
All right, I could go on how Will only has 2 rings. Hakeem only has 2 rings, but in those 2 rings, his second best player on his team was Kenny Smith. You know the guy who works on TNT, Kenny the Jet Smith. That was his second best player. Actually, maybe there's guys who equal to his level, but that's your second best player, and you win 2 rings. You gotta be. He's my 3rd best player of all time.
I don't know.
When those rings are worth like 2.5 for me. Another thing, he
You can
had
put your hate in the comments below for Colton.
Hakeem had the greatest season ever by anyone. He had MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP, winning the ring with a trash team. I don't care what you say. Hakeem is the greatest center ever. Greatest defensive player ever, too. Greatest
Wow.
ever. He shut down Shaq, Ewing, David Robinson, all those dudes. Shut them down. Shaq even said Hakeem, you couldn't really, Hakeem shut him down pretty much.
I don't know. I have no response. I think we should send
third
you
greatest
to
player
some
ever.
help. Like
I'm
the
just
video if you think Colton's crazy. If you think Colton's right, you can also like the video.
No. You're no. I'm guessing Kareem's 1 for you. Yeah, that's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hakeem is better. All right, you put him in Kareem's position. I bet he wins just as much.
I mean, Hakeem might be above Bill Russell for me, but not above Wilt and Kareem.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything anymore.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what. I don't know anymore. It's just. I don't know what you're doing, Colton. Like.
Okay.
Did you
what
make
do you
your
want to
list
move on
at
to?
like 4 a.m.?
Shut
Something?
up.
Like
No,
5
I
minutes
thought
before
about
it
this
started?
for a long time.
You
Hakeem
did?
is so
And you
good.
still chose Hakeem.
It's like Skip and Shannon, undisputed.
Yeah. Well, except they're not insane and they don't think Hakeem is the best center ever.
You know who else isn't the best center ever?
Well, who?
Wilt Chamberlain. That dude. No.
Okay, I can agree
overrated.
that Wilt's not the best ever, but Kareem is.
Your mom.
I think Greg Oden should be number 1 on my list now.
I think Kwame Brown should easily.
I think Yao Ming should make the list.
Okay, Yao Ming, when healthy, was a monster, but he wasn't healthy, like, at all.
He's really fun to play in 2K.
I played with that 08 Rockets team. T-Mac is a beast.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to move on to?
All right, so we should probably move on